Today we're going to talk about Lake Oswego, Oregon. We're going to do a drive-through. We're going to talk about the schools. We're going to do some map videos so you can kind of see where it's at in accordance to everything else in the Portland area. I'm excited you're here. Make sure you hit like and subscribe to stay up to date. Make sure if you're interested in talking to me about moving to Portland, Oregon, or any of the areas in the metro area, that you shoot me a text, send me an email, call me. I would love to help you like I have with so many other people. I love to get those calls. I love to meet people. I love to get you in your homes or sell the ones you're in and move to a different one. It all works, but I'm excited to talk to you. Let's jump into the map. Let's talk about Lake Oswego and just kind of give you an idea about what we're doing. Okay, so here's the map, and I set it up a little bit just so you could have an idea about where Lake Oswego is in accordance to where most people want to work if they're moving here or relocating here. So a quick snippet of here's Beaverton, and that's where Nike is. And then you have Hillsboro, which is where Intel is. Sorry, I'm not a great writer. So that's where most of the people want to move to Lake Oswego. That's where they work. Not all of them, but that's where they work. So I just wanted to give you an idea about the fact that this is 217. It's a bear. It's not a good road, and it's a highway, but it takes a long time. So you're probably talking 45 minutes to even an hour to get home from Beaverton to Lake Oswego. Now, even though Hillsboro is quite a distance away, you're kind of talking the same amount of time. Highway 26, 217, I-5, here's I-5 right here. So there's lots of ways to get in and out of Lake Oswego, but I wanted to give you an idea about how far away things were. They're about 45 minutes to an hour in traffic. It's very accessible and it's doable. I just wanted to give you an idea about where we're at. Okay, so this is Lake Oswego. This is the Willamette River right here to the east. You've got Portland to the north. You've got I-5 on the west, and you've got Stafford and Westland on the south. This area, Lake Oswego, let me zoom in. This has a 405-acre lake. And let's talk about the coveted areas. This is where people want to live. The big money is around the lake. That is where the big multi-million-dollar houses are. That's what people are looking for when they think of Lake Oswego. They think of houses on the lake. On the other hand, there's lots of great neighborhoods that aren't on the lake, that aren't multi-million dollars, that allow you to still be accessible to the amazing school system that's there. They have two high schools, Lake Ridge and Lake Oswego. We'll drive by both so you can see them. This area, I mean, it looks pretty spread out, but it's got 40,000 people in it. It's not packed. There is space. There's big lots. There's lots of community feel, though, even amongst 40,000 people. They have an amazing farmers market up in the town off of A Avenue. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about A Avenue and kind of how it's the thoroughfare through the main town of Lake Oswego. But I just wanted to give you some sense of what this looked like. George Rogers Park is one of my very favorite places. It also is where the starting place of Lake Oswego really beamed from. It has an old historic iron furnace because, just for some history, there was iron ore in Tualatin River, and this is where they brought it. They brought the ore back to the furnace, and I'll show you videos of that at George Rogers Park, and you can visit that and see it all day long. George Rogers also is fabulous because you have immediate access to the lake, or to the river, and you can paddleboard, you can kayak, you can bring your boats, you can have a picnic. They have a sandy beach. It's a great place. All right, let's dive into kind of Lake Oswego. We'll do a drive-by, and then we'll come back to the map, finish it up, go from there. This is Lake Ridge High School. It's part of the Lake Oswego School District. It's the second of two high schools in Lake Oswego. These guys are the Pacers. They have about 2,000 students. It was started in 1971. It's a great academic and athletic school, also a great theater program. These guys are called the Pacers. They have a student-teacher ratio of 22-1. I mean, really high standard academics and a great community up there. This is just a look so you know what Lake Ridge High School looks like. As we roll out of Lake Ridge, I wanted to take you to Lusher Farms in Lake Oswego. This used to be an old dairy, and in 1990, Lake Oswego bought it for its Parks and Rec department. It clearly has, as you can see, a turf field, has amazing walking parks, walking trails. It has a great dog park. Just another option when you're in Lake Oswego. I wanted to do some driving through Lake Oswego so you could see some of the homes. The median price in March of 2023 was $859,000 for a home in Lake Oswego. I mean, you have homes that are millions of dollars on the lakes. You have homes that are clearly in neighborhoods, but the median price again is $859,000. In March of 2023, home prices are down 10.3%, which is great for the buyer and kind of brings it down to level for the seller as well. Last year, homes were on the market for 5 days. Now they're sitting for 27 days. But again, I just wanted you to see there's new houses being built, as you can see here. And this is just one little look at a neighborhood in Lake Oswego. And then we are driving up to a place that's called South Shore Estates. These homes are absolutely gorgeous. 4,000 square feet, 3-car garages, up on a hill, gorgeous views. These houses are going anywhere from $975,000 to $1.7 million. As we leave South Shore Estates, we are heading down on South Shore. This is around the lake. As you can see the lake out there. These homes are the coveted homes in Lake Oswego. They all have access, riparian rights to the water. They have homes with gorgeous views. Lots of them have docks, and lots of them just have boats and things like that. So this is just a little glimpse of what it looks like to live and drive around the lake. Again, this is South Shore Boulevard. These homes are all sitting on the lake. We're going to come down here and look at these homes. Nothing goes under $1 million, multiple millions for lots of these homes. You can see they're gated. You can see a lot of these homes. There's new construction coming. There's the lake right there with all the slips that people use during the summer. You can walk on this path and just spend some time looking at the lake and just enjoying where you're at. During the 4th of July, they have huge celebrations and festivities around the lake. But I just wanted you to get kind of an idea of what lake living looked like and what the Lake Oswego vibe was. Again, these are multi-million-dollar homes sitting on the lake, and it's kind of a cool place in Lake Oswego anyhow, because you're definitely in a space where there's like 600 acres of parks and open spaces. You have all this land, you have the water. Lake Oswego is definitely where people want to be. Schools, houses, activities, and just the education alone is amazing. Again, another look at the lake. All those are like the bays that come in, inlets, so that clearly people are jogging and enjoying the area. It's very safe in Lake Oswego. Crime is not a huge issue, especially in these parts. And people, again, another new construction home. People are really very pleased and proud to live here. Another new construction home. A lot of what happens here is that builders go in, they take out the old homes, and then they put in brand new homes. Again, the lake is split on both sides. As you can see, again, slips that are waiting for boats during the summer. These houses, again, were coming up at the end of South Shore, but that was the definite tour of around the lake, so you could see exactly what it looks like to live on Lake Oswego. So here we are driving into Lake Oswego High School. I wanted you to see that as we made the corner, straight across the street is the Lake Oswego Junior High School, which we'll go look at in just a second. So this is the home of the Lakers. If you look at the niche, the grade of this overall high school, it gets an A+. Lake Oswego High School has an A+ in academics. They have amazing teachers. College prep is an A+. They have about 1,250 students. You're talking a teacher ratio of 18-1. There's the swimming pool, that building is. This high school really is what people flock to Lake Oswego for. It's amazing in athletics. It's amazing in academics. It has an amazing theater program, a music program. You can't go wrong at Lake Oswego High School. There's been some conversations about diversity. I think they're really working on that. But this is a grand high school with great rapport with the community. They get, Niche really loves this. They have a 94% graduation rate. They have top-end administration, and they have beautiful fields, as you're going to see. They're turf, again, just like Lake Ridge. these are the two schools, Lake Oswego and Lake Ridge High School. You've already seen Lake Ridge, so this is Lake Oswego. Again, look at the fields, and then we're gonna go across and look at Lake Oswego Junior High School, just so you have a look at that as well. Here is Lake Oswego Junior High School. It's straight across the street from the high school itself. This is the fourth ranked top middle school in the state of Oregon. You have 859 kids. You again have a student ratio, or a teacher to student ratio of 18:1. This is a fabulous high school. They have a great community here. Again, they're building blocks, and they're really tightly connected to Lake Oswego High School as well. I just wanted you to get an idea of what this looked like, so you know where your child will be going when they come to Lake Oswego High School, and when they come to Lake Oswego, Oregon. So this is one of the best neighborhoods in Lake Oswego, in my opinion. My parents used to live here, actually in that house right there. And so the reality is, First Edition is what everyone seeks in the community. It's ranked the 10th best neighborhood in the nation. They have small town feel. Your walkability is amazing. Look at these homes. Nothing under really $1 million though, because you're in First Edition in Lake Oswego. The library's in here. I just wanted to give you kind of a feel of what, when people talk about First Edition, what that means. Mostly single level homes. You have some builders that are coming in, taking some houses down and putting up some brand new homes. But lots of these houses have alleyways, as you can see right down here. That's an alleyway. So their garages are on the back. I just wanted you to get, like I said, a real feel for it. They call it kind of a Gothic prairie Tudor craftsman bungalow ranch. All those houses are kind of enmeshed and meshed in there, so that you have a very eclectic look of homes, but it just has a great feel. Like I said, my parents lived here. We loved it here. It does have a great feel of small town Americana, and you are literally minutes from A Avenue, which is where we're gonna head next. So you can kind of get an idea of where you're at versus the walkability. So this is 7th Street. We're gonna come out on Country Club Road, which turns into A Avenue. And we'll head down that way just so you can get a feel of what it means to live in First Edition. As we leave First Edition, that right there is Our Lady of the Lake. It's a Catholic private school. It's been around forever. People love it there. And now we're on A Avenue. This is the older part of A Avenue, clearly Wells Fargo. We're driving in down towards the Willamette River, just so you have some direction. There's A Avenue as we hit down there. And what this used to be down here that we're gonna come see, like that's City Hall right there. Again, the walkability, just so you know, from First Edition is right here. Here's Key Bank. We're on 3rd Avenue. If you turn right there. And then there's all sorts of restaurants. Tucci's is right there. These are high-end boutique stores. There's a great beer and wine place right here. There's also Salt and Straw, which everybody loves. Salt and Straw on the Lake Oswego right there on the corner. The Lake Oswego Salt and Straw is packed in the summer, or really any nice day. And above these businesses are condos that people can rent. This used to be Weiser's Grocery. So they came in and they totally took Weiser's Grocery out, clearly, and they've made it a beautiful, there's the wine lounge that everyone loves. They've made it a beautiful area. This is Millennium Park, where they have the farmer's market. It's all right here, and you have access to the lake down there, and you can sit and play bocce ball in the area. Beautiful restaurants, beautiful, an amazing bakery up here, and a great taco bar area, Holy Taco right there. This is just fabulous. Again, the walkability here, and this is what drives people to Lake Oswego. As you can see, Chico's. So you have high-end boutique stores that everybody loves to walk to, and you can eat and walk and shop, and just, my mom used to love it here. My parents lived here, like I said. This is really the hub of Lake Oswego. And as we roll around now, we're back on Highway 43. So there's another park right here. My kids loved this park actually, because it has a water feature that's in the summer right here. And then you can take the steps down and you can feed the ducks in the lake, which is so fun. And again, more walkability, more lake access right here. You can see the cherry blossoms. And then this is the only theater in Lake Oswego. As we finish up our tour of Lake Oswego, we'd like to finish it at George Rogers Park. They have an absolutely amazing children's playground up here. My kids loved playing there. We spent hours here. I've done tons of family pictures because I also have a photography business that I love. So I've done tons of family pictures here and senior pictures. Kids love to be here. Families love to be here. You can see there's a pavilion right there that you can rent so that you can have gatherings and you can have birthday parties and things like that. But the best part of George Rogers is down here because you are right on the Willamette River and there is beaches. This is the furnace we talked about already. There's a full sandy beach. There's amazing walking trails. There's tons of animals, actually tons of ducks and birds and water sports that are here. You can rent a kayak, rent a paddleboard, rent a canoe. You can also bring your power boats in and dock them here. So it's just a great place to spend time as a family in Lake Oswego at George Rogers Park. That was a great tour. I'm glad you're here. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. If you have any questions, any comments, any thoughts, make sure you leave me a comment below. I'd love to talk with you. Or if you just want to shoot me a text, send me an email, or call me, all my information is below. I'd love to chat with you. Again, I have multiple people calling, and I'd love for you to be the next one. I look forward to talking to you. Thanks again. Make sure you hit my other videos because I have lots of other videos attached about Westland and Lake Oswego, so you get a full gamut view of the area. Like I said, I've been here my whole life, so I have lots of things to offer. Talk to you soon. Thanks again.